Hello friends, welcome to Programming Concepts. My name is Amit and this is part 42 of ASP.NET Core MVC tutorial. In this video, we will see how can we produce partial view result via controller in .NET Core MVC. This is continuation of part 41, partial views in .NET Core MVC. So please watch it before proceeding to this one. I shared the link in the description. Let's get back to Visual Studio. And this is the project which we are working on. In our previous video, we have seen different ways how can we render the partial view from our .cs HTML file. We created underscore validation scripts partial view to reuse validation script. Let's quickly create another partial view for employee properties. So right click on shared, add view, select razor view. Give it any meaningful name. Let's name it underscore employee details partial. And make sure partial view checkbox is selected. Click on it. Let's just cut the code which we want to reuse from add employee view. Cut and paste it within employee details partial view. As this view is dependent on employee class, let's add the employee class at the top. So add model employee. Next, let's call this partial view from add employee view. So it is as simple as you can expect. Microsoft has done a pretty good job to make developer life easier. Just type partial and provide a name without extension, which is underscore employee details partial. Don't provide an extension because if you recall our previous video, if we provide an extension, it will search within the same folder. And because we haven't created this partial view in the same folder, a name with an extension will not work. Let's see that. Let's provide extension and run the program. And you can see the error. Because we provided an extension, it searches in the same folder. Let's take another example. First, let's remove the extension and provide an extension for underscore validation script partial at the bottom. And as you can see, we don't have this page in our employee folder. This partial view is in our shared folder. So ideally, it should also throw an error. Let's see if we are right or wrong. Let's save and refresh the page. Oops. No error, working as expected. But how? We just talked that if we provide an extension, it only searches in the same folder. Can you guess the answer? And the answer is because we call this partial view within the script section, and script section is present under the layout page, and layout page is within shared folder. So effectively, calling view and the partial view is in the same folder. All right. Let's quickly check if our newly created partial view is working as expected. Let's add some dummy data. Name, let's say test partial. Salary 2000. Department 1. Click on submit and data is inserted successfully. Click on back to list and you see the latest value is at the bottom. Now, let's say we have to send the same partial view from our controller. The situation could be anything. Let's see how we can implement this. I'm going to use the same view and you can expect zero design as this partial view is not calling any CSS or JavaScript in itself. First, let's stop the application. Let's use the same action method for demo purposes. First, change the return type from ViewResult to iActionResult, which is the parent base class. Or you can also use PartialViewResult. And instead of returning the view, let's return partial view. And it has multiple overloaded methods. Let's use the one which expects the view name, partial view name. And our partial view name is _employee details partial. Save and run the program. And you can see our partial view is rendered. Already explained why it looks so dirty. Click on the back to list and you can see working as expected. So we successfully rendered a partial view from our controller. Simple, extremely simple. Alright then, that's it in this video. If you have any queries related to the content of this video, do ask me in comments. Till then, thanks for watching.